for sure. Right?
Yeah, well, we also had done the Ali G show,
that
inside Hollywood was a very well-regarded show. And
and we did it at a time, when there was like nothing better to say in a meeting than we work on the Ali G show, because like no one knew how it was done. It was like working for like a magic show or something like that. Like people were really fascinated by just the process of it, and so that got us some work. But then Superbad and Knocked Up came out like the same summer, so it was probably like those two things together kind of helped our careers a great deal.
Yeah, and I think also Superbad has like a nostalgic feeling that reminds people of many different ages of their childhood, which is like a way to cheat your way into people's hearts.
Yeah.
They just connected with
we did
it in some way. Like executives would be like, "Oh, that reminds me of when I was a kid," and didn't hurt.
Yeah, but it was, I think that, ultimately, we really think about audiences a lot, and we make movies that we really want to push the envelope and do things that at least in a conversation with each other, we can come up with some rationale that it's original and that it's never been done before and that it's valid in some new way. But then we really think like, and how do we make this something that people will like love and that a theater full of people will like, and that, it's not like, alienating to huge amounts of people, and it's not like a $5 million little thing that's like, and I love those movies, but that's just like not what we wanted to make. We wanted to make movies that, a giant packed theater full of all walks of life could enjoy and be appalled by altogether.
Well, I think in every one of your films, there is something that it just hits the audience so unexpectedly. It's a place that you would never believe this film was going. Pineapple is a great example. When Pineapple takes a left turn into violence, it takes a left turn into crazy violence, and all of a sudden you're watching a movie you didn't think you were watching at all.
We have a video of a theater in Spain slowly emptying out
Yeah.
as soon as the violence occurred, and then they didn't release it in Spain.
Yeah, because of that. Yeah. We actually met someone who was there recently. They were like, "Oh yeah, that was terrible."
That was the thing. There's literally like 4 people left at the end.
Yeah, and you can literally see like one per it's like throughout the last act. I mean that's the kind of thing again that like to us we hope it's gonna land. That you will feel like you went and saw a big R-rated summer movie that's delivers on that promise, but at the same time goes somewhere you never expected it to go, and just the reality of that is it's going to maybe alienate a theater full of Spanish people from time to time. Of Spaniards will flee from such content, and so but they have delicious ham, and so they don't need our work. But and that is the line that we walk, and even it's frustrating with ourselves because we have both tendencies. We both want to make big commercial movies, and we want to make movies that are kind of, for lack of a better word, like batshit crazy and do stuff that just is totally fucking bonkers. And we really try to do both those things, and it's to varying degrees of success, I would say.
One of the things that I was really impressed by that you guys said, it was after This Is the End, and I think you had come through Green Hornet and then This Is the End, not too far apart. And you said that you reached the point where you realized you really just wanted to make things that started with you. That it was things that you, at the very least, were the creators of, and you had some investment in from the beginning. And that is so hard right now because everything Hollywood wants is IP that already exists, that they've already done. And so you guys really did, at that point, kind of stake out a tougher road for yourselves.
It's kind of what we learned earlier this summer is people specifically don't want us to rehash our old ideas. And so, in a way, that was kind of freeing in some ways because it showed we were on the right track. It was, we always really, that's just where our minds went, We weren't, Green Hornet was really hard, I think we're trying to combine something that was not entirely, our sensibility with our sensibility, all in an arena that was probably just impossible for us as human beings to succeed in anyway, which is like a $150 million movie town,
But because of the Green Hornet, we ended up meeting Neil Moritz.
Yeah.
We did Preacher with, so it all ended great.
It really did, and that's what is kind of amazing is like Preacher definitively wouldn't have happened without Green Hornet. which is fucking weird.
Another way to put it is Preacher would have never happened without the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, that's an even better thing to think about because Neil Moritz produces it, which means that Preacher wouldn't have happened without Point Break. Yeah, and so it was, you know, we really try to do stuff that is personal and that we love. And I think Preacher, although it was existing material, it was our favorite comic ever. And so it felt very personal to us and that we could very much take some ownership over it, you know, at least as fans of it. And I think that's what we struggled with on Green Hornet, was kind of taking full ownership of this thing, because it wasn't that personal to us, you know, but Sausage Party weirdly is incredibly personal to us. It's embarrassing to even say, but we really have we've invested a lot in it, and we put a shocking amount of thought into it for a movie about a talking hot dog. And so, and when I watch it, and it's nice, honestly, it's nice right now being out there with both Sausage Party and Preacher, because they both, although they're very different, they're very good reflections of, I think, where we're at creatively and what we want to be expressing, which again is embarrassing to say, but it's just what I got to deal with, you know? Yeah.